Nice.
Okay, Matt, now that we're on YouTube, if we do anything that's copyright infringement worthy, we're going to get killed.
Here, let me just...
Can you turn it down? It's so fucking loud.
Give me a link. I can't. Let me listen to it.
Oh my god. Matt, your background music's always so loud. I can't tell if this is live anywhere. Oh, here it is. Born in the 80s, 231. Stream status okay. Can I actually see what... Oh, view on watch page. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking balls. That took way too long to find. Why did they have to make this more difficult?
Because they're Google.
It's underneath the thing now.
Where?
It's in the Google Doc.
On the Google Doc. Google Doc.
Uh-huh.
Google Squawk.
And we can chat too.
I'm gonna need you to shut up while I listen to this.
Okay.
I'll try.
I'm gonna talk though for a bit, blah blah blah.
I'm not hearing anything. Check, check, check. Oh, fuck.
I love that we have to do this live. It's great.
Yeah, this is good. And, yeah, we're gonna...
Am I not quite as loud now?
Because of the curse, and... I don't know, it's not coming through on mine. I'm gonna just try and bring it up on my phone.
I don't know how to share this link. I tweeted it out. Public view? Is that share? Did that link not work?
Okay, I am listening to the thing. That's what John sounds like. What do I sound like? Do I sound absurdly loud? No, I sound good. What does this sound like?
This is really loud. I tell you, Matt, your music is always really loud.
Is my voice normal again?
Oh yeah, you sound fine.
Excellent. I switched 3 times, and now I'm back to phone.
How do I...
I'm working on it, John.
Why is it always so loud?
Yeah.
Is it like the same thing as the I had? Where my microphone just automatically turns itself up to max every once in a while? Because it feels like it? Yeah. We got 2 viewers, but that's probably you and me.
I'm listening to you on like a super delay.
And now
Now you're robot. No.
Yeah.
I love it.
I am? Maybe if I put my phone in the air so I get better data. Because my Wi-Fi is doing me no favors.
We have to stop. All right, Matt. You ready?
I think
that's a good volume.
Hey,
Yeah.
girlfriend, what's the dilly?
This elevator only goes to the basement.
Yeah, that all sounds good.
All messed out there.
Those bumpers are all good. Volume-wise, I think. Let me just listen to it back if everyone's going to be quiet for a sec on the YouTube channel.
All right, we're back
I think we're good.
closer to real time now.
All right. Ready? Yeah,
Yes.
so can you turn the fucking music off? Thank
Why
you.
are you crackling again? That's stupid. I bet it's Cookie Clicker. I'm gonna close Cookie Clicker after we get to Cookie
TJ,
Clicker update.
Matt, it says our stream's current bitrate is that 251 kbps is lower than the recommended bitrate.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
How do we fix that?
There's no way. I can do other things like do weird
Like weird
things.
sex stuff.
like weird. No, just like I think we can change the bitrate and stuff. If I do more complicated, I just chose the use Google Hangouts, which I'm sure will probably still continue to exist as like a, but you have to do it through the YouTube channel. So this is working.
Do I sound weird and crackly to you at all?
You do not at all, man. I don't
You
know
sound
what
completely normal
Okay.
to me.
I don't know what your setup
sound-
is.
I think it's just settings that I still have to figure out on this virtual cable because the crackling incoming comes and goes, but if it's not, like I can understand what you're saying. So
It's
if it's
never
not
been
on the
on-
recording, it's fine. That's good.
The stream.
That is good. Just keep. We'll play with that later.
Okay, ready? Do you have the?
Yes,
Can you play the podcast intro music and all that shit?
I can.
We should do that live from now on.
Well, it'll sound shitty and compressed.
I
coming through
know,
the-
I know, but I mean for the live viewers,
Oh,
the
but
live
okay.
viewer.
Which
No,
is
are
me,
you- are you-
apparently.
Sorry, what?
Are you gonna edit in the actual file?
Oh yeah, of course.
Later. Okay.
Yeah. This is the live version.
One
If you don't have
second.
it, we don't have to do it.
No, I got it. I just have to load it up.
Let me just. I want to get a swig
Yeah.
of water while it's loading.
Cause fucking prima donna John's making all these demands. Do you want the one with quotes or without quotes? Because we have one without quotes.
Let's do it without quotes.
We could just talk over it.
We'll talk over it.
I don't
yeah.
know what this volume is going to be. Hopefully it's not terrible. Why did you have to take it there?
Oh my god. Did you get Chinese food DVDs?
DVD vampires are all over the place.
Draculan.
Hashtag hack the menu.
That's like the classic TJ volume problem.
Am I too loud again?
No.
No.
It slowed you down because you're TJ, are you streaming?
Oh,
welcome
great.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 231. I'm your host, John Rowe, joined by my co-hosts.
Matt Hag.
Yes, and
And TJ May.
TJ May. No, TJ, are you recording
May?
over 4G right now?
Had no issues.
Wow. Yep.
He's recording over at least 1G. We know that much.
Because
I
I was getting better feedback on the 4G last week than I was on my Wi-Fi. And I'm still having little issues.
Stop torrenting. You're using up all your bandwidth.
That's
why I was-
It's been at least 4 years since I've done that.
Wow, I know, right? That's what I was accused Adam of, because he's got his brother lives with him now, so his brother's just downloading PewDiePie videos, I'm sure, constantly.
Why would you have to download PewDiePie videos?
I don't know. I've downloaded videos off YouTube. If you have YouTube Red,
I
you
think
can
that's against.
you can download them.
Oh, you're one
But
of
you-
those.
But you can,
You have
well, yeah.
RedTube, is what you're saying.
yeah, if you go to YouTube RedTube, you can download
Yeah,
PewDiePie.
Google RedTube.
Google RedTube. Is that a domain? Can we get that?
Yeah.
YouTube
I think
RedTube.
that's our homepage. No, just RedTube.
Just
You
redtube.com. Go to redtube.com. No,
/ born in the 80s.
do not do that.
What if we had a red tube? Like, can you have channels on that?
Yeah,
I
can
don't
we
even
just
know.
have a RedTube channel where it's just the podcast?
What happens if you upload stuff that's not porn to
Yeah,
like that or
right?
like you porn or something? Would
I
they?
don't
Do they
know.
get offended and take it down?
Do they ban you? Like it's like the opposite of YouTube.
This
Or-
is not in line with our terms of service.
Yeah. Fuck, man. I don't know. That's crazy. So, well, let's talk about YouTube because we're on it, and that we have a news story about YouTube. So, let's just get
Oh,
right into
hey.
it. Yeah.
Something's happening with YouTube,
Yeah.
and Reddit exploded because of it.
Yeah.
Everything
Everyone-
exploded because of it.
Yeah.
Super
We're on
calm and
YouTube.
rational about it.
We're on YouTube Live now because they forced us to. So, if you
Yes.
want to listen to the show live, I will just tweet out the link whenever we
It's-
record.
The slow, anguishing death of Google Plus.
I know. So this is available, and you can chat on here and everything with us live and everything. We can do all sorts of
yeah,
fun
I
stuff
wanna-
like that.
I want to chat.
Well,
chat.
it's on the right side. You can chat on the Google Live. Anyway, maybe I'll share this to Facebook right now as we record this. This is kind of
I'm
neat.
gonna tweet it, and we'll maybe get like one person.
This is good.
This is good radio right now.
Yeah, me talking about
Yes,
how
it
I'm
is.
Going,
But TJ, what else is going on in YouTube?
yeah,
land?
TJ,
How you
put a thing
something
up.
into the newsy document?
Yeah, so we're all talking about the same
Yep.
thing. But the big thing in YouTube drama is, well, apparently YouTube's been doing something for a while.
Yes.
But now they've been just sending out emails and telling people crystal clear what they've been doing. YouTube has been disabling ads and monetization for a whole lot of channels. For specific videos, mostly because content that's not advertiser appropriate,
Advertiser friendly.
advertiser friendly.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's been something that's been in terms of service for at least over a year, and they have been enforcing, but now they've been sending a bunch of emails saying, "Hey, we disabled monetization on this, and this video,"
Yeah.
and everyone is freaking out.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
okay. It's kind of
Well,
crazy
and-
too. Yep.
Phil
Matt?
DeFranco posted a video with the well thought
Wait,
out
Annie
and
DeFranco?
measured.
I love her.
Yeah, Annie DeFranco, the famous YouTube vlogger Annie DeFranco, posted a video with the well thought out and measured title of "YouTube is deleting my channel and I don't know what to do about it."
Yep. I love, by the way, anyone that says that they're a vlogger is the worst person. Like, that's your job. Or, you know what's worse than that? Influencer. If you call yourself an influencer, that's the worst.
That's one of those things where it's like okay for other people to call you that,
Yes.
but if you call yourself that, you turn into a douchebag.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's kind of crazy because, like, Matt, you got to get that paper. Do you have that?
Get,
The audio thing? Game Crazy?
get,
Oh, you don't. You don't have that audio clip. It's cool.
I gotta label these better. These
Yeah.
are hard to.
No, that's fine.
Give it up, G Unit.
That's good enough. Give it up.
You
to
showed
Unit.
some
Yep.
mad skills there. Get that paper.
Yes, get that paper.
There it
Thank
is.
you. Because that's what YouTube people want to do, and I think it's really interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, like TJ said, it was they've been demonetizing videos kind of in the back end for a long time, and actually, have you heard about like how this is working? Because Ethan Klein, H3 Productions, just put up a video about this, and he said he knows what's going on because he's like, our videos aren't getting demonetized. We don't have a single one, and it is our videos are full of foul language and horrible stuff, and we don't get listen. It's because they never tag anything offensive, or don't have any offensive titles, or don't have any offensive descriptions. So
Now,
Okay.
that was it.
I do know that there were a couple people who have put up YouTube videos that were describing which ones got demonetized, and some of them it wasn't an issue with tags. Some of them it's gotta be just specifically the content of the video.
It could be
But-
tags.
Well, yeah.
Well, okay.
Well,
So for
even
instance,
if it was just the content, that's what you deal with when you're an ad-supported medium. Like TV's been dealing with this forever.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, for instance, Boogie, who's a YouTuber, vlogger guy as well, had put up some suicide prevention videos, basically, where he had put in search terms like "I want to kill myself," suicide, thinking how to kill myself quickly, as the tags. But the video was like, "Hey, dude, hold on. You want to chat? Let me know."
Yeah.
It's the tags, anything visibly you see, but you put tags, metadata tags in your videos, and it could be anything as innocuous as someone else talked about how they did a YouTube news report about that Sam Pepper guy who fooled around with some ladies who didn't want to be fooled around with, to put it as lightly as I can.
Mm-hmm.
But he had rape culture as a word in his tag, and that video is demonetized because I think honestly it's tags and descriptions, or maybe even comments, that link to something. I have no clue.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Well, it's probably.
There's no way they're going through videos and watching them.
No, it's
deciding.
always
True.
automated. That's whenever there's a big stink about something on YouTube, it's just because they implemented a new automated system.
Yep,
and
there's a
it,
new robot
overreacted.
now scrubbing videos.
Guess what? There's 40,000 hours of YouTube uploaded every second.
Oh,
so
shit.
they have to automate something.
I just thought
But
of this.
okay. Yes, go.
What if
Ready, steady, go.
What if it's not tags, like TJ said? What if videos have closed caption enabled, and it's scrubbing words out of the closed captioning?
That could be a
If
thing,
that's the
especially
case,
because
that would be bad because their closed captioning is horrible.
I know, right?
yeah. Well, auto caption is horrible, definitely, especially
Yeah.
with the different ways people talk. But let's kind of take 5 steps back and talk about the core about this.
Yes.
A lot of whining with this drama has to do with, oh no, I'm being censored,
Yes.
and that's
no.
not the issue at all. Especially
No.
when we're talking about,
No.
this is a business, it's a private business. They can
Yeah.
do what they want, they can pay who they want,
Yeah.
and advertisers then can
Yep.
also pay who they want to put what content up.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, it's not censorship. YouTube's not pulling these videos. These videos are staying up,
Yeah.
and they're all there. And I can understand, people, as we talked a couple weeks ago about, people who make a living off the internet. I can understand people being upset that their livelihood is being aggressively taken down, but if you put all your marbles in one basket on the internet, everything will fall. Every bubble will burst.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a day where YouTube won't be a thing.
We've said this on the show before too. It's you can't put all of your you can't rely entirely on a system that you don't control at all. You have to have backup plans and alternate systems in place. Even if you're making your primary living through something like Patreon, which is probably a lot safer than ads, you still need to have something in mind in case that explodes too.
That's true. That's why what you need to do is go on Instagram and then hawk a bunch of weight loss teas and stuff and get paid $100,000 a post.
Reboot everything, put it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Dot.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Haha, I told you so. I think I put on the bite notes because I was no, I just said ha. In the email I sent myself with the link, I said that because I've been talking about this for a long time. It's you are at the complete mercy of a medium that hasn't even figured itself out yet.
Yep.
No, you know what I mean? This is in no way stable. It's a boom.
YouTube has no competition. You can throw Vimeo at me as much as you want. It's not even close. They have no reason to be cautious about changes like this.
Yeah,
they just do whatever the fuck they want. Because where else are you gonna go?
Vimeo's not that level. VidMe's not that level. LiveLeak's not that level. Facebook Video's not that level. Yeah, it's exactly. Dailymotion. Yep.
Okay, but seriously though, the thing is I've said this too, is that I could foresee a future where YouTube has a competitor. Twitch has gotten there, big time. But Twitch is the same draconian policies.
Yep.
That is true. But outside of the web, I think YouTube's if they're gonna have a competitor that's gonna give them a run for their money, it's gonna be an app that just rises overnight.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think it's going to be a website.
No, it could be. It could be. Yeah. 2 years from now, with a new generation of kids in high school, get a new video app, streaming app that's like Periscope, but like not horrible.
So I'd like to announce the official Born in the 80s video streaming app,
application. Correct. What's it called?
TUBR.
Tuber.
Tuber. Yes. TUBR, and the logo is a potato.
Okay, yeah, I love it. Tuber. Shoot them tubes.
Yeah, but really, no one's losing money on this because everyone's demonetization already happened. It happened a while ago.
Oh yeah, they're just learning about it now.
Yeah.
When you post a video every day, you're going to lose some of those in the shuffle. Because your income is going to keep generating, because not every video is going to get pulled. But yeah, so what's really interesting though is when you talk about like the censorship stuff, and it's like, well, hey, welcome to the world of broadcasting.
Yep.
Because advertisers don't know how to use YouTube, so they don't know. Like,
there's no way this is purely a YouTube decision. This is a decision from the advertisers.
Well, and Ethan had brought this up in his video. He said likely the YouTube just has these are the explicit video sections, and they may involve like things such as foul language, discussions like these words, and then no advertiser is going to say, yeah, sure, put us on that. No one will. Why?
Yeah.
Why risk it? There's so much other clean content out there, so it's like, it's just why, so it's just kind of like a scarlet letter of advertising, I think, gets put on these videos. So his advice, if you're a YouTuber, and my advice is just make sure your tags, description, and title are clean, because that's going to probably save you from like the majority of the scrubbing. Those other people that had videos demonetized, they may have been reported by other users, or something. So who knows?
I mean, the two most controversial things about this, after everything we've already mentioned, is number one, you've got people whining about freedom of speech, but freedom of speech does not matter when it comes to a private business.
No, exactly. You're making money off of this.
Exactly. And number two,
you're making money off of advertisers, for God's sakes.
One of the tiny things that was mentioned was references to natural disasters. That was one of the little flags that caused certain videos to be demonetized. So it's not just foul language and gore and sexual content, but things like controversial news subjects, it was some minor stuff. I could understand advertisers not wanting to put money into that, but that should be a whole separate classification altogether.
Yeah, it blows my mind that that's the way it's done. And it kind of sucks too, because you have like YouTubers. I know that the Augscast people, they had their own website with video streaming on it that wasn't YouTube for a long time, and that had its own ads on it. So they were making money just directly from those ads on their website. That website does not exist anymore. They stopped doing that. It's all YouTube and Twitch now.
Rooster Teeth still has their own website now with their own paid content as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best way to do it, because you're dealing with an advertiser directly at that point, not or you get subscribers and have subscriber only content. So I don't know. It's just kind of like one of those things where it's like, hey man, if you base your income off of like 3 levels of corporate bullshit above you, like, good luck, man. You're gonna get screwed at some point. So be prepared, like Matt said. Have something ready. Have a backup.
Have a backup. Have backups for your backups.
Well, don't do that. Well, don't be like me and my external hard drive. Make sure you have backups and backups. It just died. It's gone. All of my stuff. Every MST3K.
The following story is brought to you by Backblaze, external offsite backups.
Oh, don't use Backblaze.
Don't use Carbonite.
I don't know. Don't use Carbonite, for fuck's sake. They're awful.
Really? I use Backblaze, but I haven't had to rely on it yet.
So. You use Backblaze? How does Backblaze work?
It's just like...
What's the cost and what do you get?
$5 a month per computer.
And is how much space do you get?
Like infinity, I think.
Okay. Because I was looking at another one, because I think I'm going to do this, where it is... So you can do 10 gigs free. I have OneDrive that I get free, because this external hard drive I had came with 200 gigs of OneDrive space, which I might use.
So John, what exactly happened to your external hard drive?
Backup. let me just. I want to find the one that I've fuck, because I found a PC magazine. PC magazine.
When it comes to
had a list. Sorry, go.
when it comes to the storage media, it could have been anything. I mean, there is no such thing as permanent storage. I mean,
Unfortunately,
it's life.
it is. I think it's crashplan.com. Yeah, for sure. Crashplan.com. I believe $5 a month for unlimited storage for one computer.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like the same kind of deal.
That is, I am never not doing that again.
Yeah.
So yeah, they have. So actually, the cool thing about CrashPlan is that they have 3 backups basically. So you can have free local backup where you'll have software where you can back up to a hard drive at your place. Free offsite backup, which means you can have it hook up to another computer on your home network or somewhere and have it back up to that computer. And you have unlimited space online for them. No bandwidth caps or any file type restrictions, nothing. So they sound pretty good. And they had a really high rating on PC Mag, as well as Backblaze. Like CrashPlan, Backblaze is less liked. Why did they not like it? Oh, because they don't have the file sharing and all that extra stuff that some of these have.
The only thing that I find annoying about Backblaze is when it runs and I don't expect it to, it uses a ton of resources.
Yeah, so I'm doing that.
That's going to happen with anything.
Yeah, so I'm doing that definitely now, for sure. Because like I mean, but do you store like copyrighted content in the backups?
Not anymore. I used to have like
I just worry about like
stuff.
I rip DVDs that I have, which is technically not legal by the letter of the law, and it's not like illegal, but it's like breaking terms of service. So it's not like a criminal thing.
No, they don't like scan your files or anything.
Okay, because like I don't have anything, but I'm just like worried about like if I start ripping lots of data and I have all of these like TV shows up on there, they're gonna be like, well, this guy's stealing. We gotta.
They don't care. They just want your money.
Of course, fair enough. Yeah, so the reviews are well received for Backblaze. Backblaze is recommended. CrashPlan was recommended. SOS Online Backup was recommended, but the price is really high on that, which is why I thought it was weird. They wanted $120 a year or something per computer, which is like $10 a month. Yeah, so there you go. I'm doing that in the future, but. Yeah, so I lost everything. Like every day, I think of a thing I lost, because I'm like, fuck, I don't have all these TV shows. I had so much on my Plex server that I built up. What?
All your things.
All my things gone. Okay, so I'll tell the story what happened. So I left for vacation to go to Mackinac Island, and I had my external hard drive, and I was making mix CDs, and iTunes was crapping up, and I was like, fuck, like. Fucking iTunes, this shit program sucks. Like, I hate iTunes. And then my computer, I'd have to restart it. And then when I restarted my computer, it wouldn't boot, basically. It just sat at the screen. And I was like, that's weird. Usually Windows starts up at this point. And I unplug my external, and then Windows starts up. And I'm like, oh no, this is bad.
Is this the point where you were texting me at like midnight, kind of freaking out a little bit?
Yep. Because I was like, oh no. So that was bad news. So I was like, why is my computer not booting? And then as soon as I unplugged the external, it booted fine. So I don't know. Anyway, so I have it unplugged. I boot up. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna plug it in. Oh yeah, sorry. I was making the CDs. This is before that, and I was like, all right, I got all these mixed CDs done. Fucking iTunes is fucking up. This is annoying as shit. And then I was like, all right, I'll start transferring files over to my other storage. I have another 2 terabyte or 3 terabyte storage drive in my internal drive that I installed. And so I was like, I'm just going to start transferring stuff over there. And I was like, it's going to take like 6 hours. I just want to turn my computer off so I can go. If it's fucking up, because I was like, it seems to be only fucking up when I'm accessing the music drive in my hard drive, and I was like, that seems bad. This feels like a hard drive issue, and I should have noticed the signs earlier, but I didn't get off my ass. My hard drive would disconnect itself every once in a while, and I would just have to plug it back in, and it would connect and work fine with no issues. And I was like, all right, whatever. That was just a little hiccup. Like it's trying to like defrag that, and it like just doesn't deal with some software bug, like whatever.
Yeah.
But that should have been a warning sign that it was disconnecting itself. But it would work fine.
Yeah,
for like days.
Probably what happened was just that disconnecting eventually, like it disconnected at the wrong time and something got corrupted because it was like being accessed while it got disconnected.
I mean, yeah, but that's not going to break the whole hard drive. What breaks the whole hard drive is demagnetization, is bad sectors, which, looking at my Windows error report log, I noticed that there are a lot of bad sector warnings now that I'm looking at it, and I should have probably paid attention to those a little bit more. It turns out my hard drive is probably full of bad sectors, which made it look like a boot drive to my computer when it was trying to boot, so it didn't know which hard drive to use. But it's crazy. So I was like, making those CDs, and I was like, you know what? I'll just leave this, because I was like, if it's doing issues like this, you just unplug it, leave it powered off. It's not, the fucking drive isn't spinning or anything. It's not going to fuck it up anymore. When I get back, I'm just going to immediately, I got an external hard drive. I already had one ordered because I was worried. And I was like, I'll have it on the Monday when I get back. I'll just transfer everything over to that and then just junk this thing. And I plugged it in, I saw all of my files, and I was like, all right, here it is. And then I clicked to open a folder, and Explorer hangs. I'm like, oh no. And I was like, shit, fuck. It won't let me access any of the folders in there. I can see it. It connects. It has the name. It has the folders. And I'm trying to grab files off of it, and it just disconnects. I'm like, fuck, I am fucked. And so I went onto my laptop, and I plugged it into my laptop, and I tried to pull files over there, and Explorer hanged on there. I tried to run checkdisk /F, which is the fix corrupted sectors or whatever, and it wouldn't connect to it. It just wouldn't, like, it would say this hard drive is not reachable. And I was like, it is fucking gone, like that fast. I didn't even have it plugged in. I don't know how it got worse. Oh, fuck. Whatever. I think of it as a clean slate, too. Because now I can get everything I need, install it, like, just get the file names correct and get good folders for Plex. But, like, some of the stuff I lost, I'm going to have a hard time getting. Like, I had so many MS23K episodes off of archive.org, which they don't have anymore because they were politely asked to stop sharing them because they're starting to sell a lot of those ones they didn't have before. So I don't have those. I have the copies off archive.org, the ones that were recorded off TV. Like, fuck. Like, I'm not going to be able to get these, for free. I'm going to have to go pay for them. I don't know, but I want to ask you guys, if you've ever had a hard drive fail, what do you think the cost is to have a company recover the data off of the hard drive?
Oh, it's way more than you'd think.
Depending on what they need to get done, could be anywhere from $350 to $800.
Okay, Matt, what's your thoughts?
That's about the range I was thinking too. I once looked up just to get a thumb drive recovered was like $200.
Yes, so an external hard drive that's 3 terabytes, which mine was, with the I sent, because apparently there's one of the nation's best like data recovery services is in Madison. It's like Gilman Services or something, whatever. They're apparently like the best. Like the ratings are incredible. They're like, price is a bit steep, but man, this hard drive, we dropped it off a boat, and found it a week later, and they got everything off of it. It's like crazy. I'm like, okay, that's awesome, good for them. And they were like, yeah, okay, so it's going to be $450 to $1,500 depending on the severity. Jeez. And I was like, you got to be. Like what? I was just like, and then I read their reviews, and they were like, if they're quoting you like a range, it's going to be the top one every time. It's never the low end, because the low end is like, oh, I deleted these files by accident. Can you just recover them?
Yeah,
like, that's easy. With bad sectors, they have to like. Sorry, go. They basically have to rebuild my hard drive with a bad sector, because they have to like make it so it can connect, and then like transfer all that data over to like a virtual drive, and then go through the files that are corrupted and remove those, and get the safe ones. So it's just it fucked. It's gone, and I'm not paying that much. I could pay $200, $300. I'd have it done, but it's just not worth it. Like whatever. Back up your data, folks.
Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up.
Fuck. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm so pissed.
I think I have something that'll make you feel better.
What?
I made an episode image for this episode, and I'm putting it in the Google chat.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Did you do that while we were talking?
Yeah.
Fucking A, man. Tuber. That's the episode title.
It's subtly inspired by the new Instagram logo,
Yeah, which is bad as fuck.
which is friggin' horrible.
Wait, are we getting people chatting? I don't even know. I gotta keep.
No.
All right. Anyway, have you guys had any experiences with hard drives crashing?
Yes, twice.
Oh, they were the external
it's
media drives.
One was internal, one was external.
I had
was horrible.
like my last laptop, the whole thing crashed, and I think I was able to get most of it. Yeah, I was able to get most of it out of it by just ripping the hard drive out and putting it into like this little case you can buy from Newegg that turns it into an external hard drive.
Yeah.
But and that had like podcast stuff at the time that was irreplaceable. So yeah, that was stressful. I think that is actually what made me start buying Backblaze. I was like, never again.
No, I'm gonna do that. I mean, $5 a month is nothing for peace of mind. Like, holy crap! Because like, it's not like it's gonna cost me that much. Because most of the stuff I had was stuff that I owned that I ripped. You know, using like Handbrake and DVD ripping stuff, and it's just I can think of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours spent getting all that shit up and like good and set up, and it's all gone like in the blink of an eye. So online backup, do it, folks. I had a hard drive. My laptop I had in college had died, but it was dying, so I transferred everything I needed over to an external at that point. And this, what the sad part is that I think I've lost stuff that I had like transferred like 6 times across like 6 computers I've owned now. I think that's like gone. It's probably all bullshit, like garbage executable files for dumb like little internet things, or like the Numa video that I downloaded in college, or like dumb bullshit like that. But like it's like I don't know, it's memories there. I lost a lot of World of Warcraft videos that I had recorded.
Oh man,
my old guild. One of them's on YouTube, but the other ones weren't mine. Like there were other guilds videos that I had just as to reminisce. Just sad because it's like fuck. Like I miss.
Hey, look, John, this is your time to start anew.
That's true.
Past it's been burned. The past is gone. You just have the future now.
You know what the Japanese have a proverb about? When one door closes, it fucking sucks. Ancient Japanese proverb. No, but I don't know. Whatever. I'm like literally the cost is so high. I'm happy that it's that high because it's just like it's not even worth it. Like there's nothing I could have done. Like I was going on vacation. I wasn't gonna stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning trying to transfer all my media. I got half a season of Adventure Time off because it was of my movies folders. And it's like fuck. I have them all on DVD and I have them all on Blu-ray. So it's like whatever. Like, but still, just the loss of stuff is bad. I had so much anime that I'm never gonna find again. Like I don't know where am I gonna find
the real dirty stuff too.
No, but
I got some of that.
But like I didn't have anything that's like like I had some like shows that were like on like a long time ago, and like I want to get like Azumangadayo. I had a really good MKV rip that had subtitles that were really good, and like how am I gonna find that again? Like I just all the stuff I had from college is gone. All the AMVs, anime music videos, the one that Adam made that might be on YouTube. I don't know. But fuck. I don't know, man. It's all gone. Everything. Although some of it may be on my old computer. So, but yeah, my laptop died and I transferred it to this big computer, and then I had an external that I transferred to this external that just died. So like I've never lost data. I've always like just been one step ahead every time.
Yeah.
Not this time. I thought I had time. Fuck.
You always think you have time, John.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's your time.
Mm-hmm. My time is up. It's over. Anyway, so yeah.
The data monster comes for us all eventually.
So
Do not ask for whom the data bell tolls.
I
It tolls
purchased
for you.
a Seagate Backup Plus 5 terabyte desktop storage. This was recommended by Wirecutter. It's their favorite. Because you get free 200 gigabytes of OneDrive with it. You get a code. Apparently, according to Backblaze, which also does, besides online backup, they also do hard drive like storage reviews and testing, because they obviously use a fuck ton of hard drives as a data backup
their
center.
whole brand is around like protecting data. So
Yeah, so they actually do
invested
annual reviews of manufacturers, and supposedly the Seagate has been really good with the 5 terabyte drives. Like these are really solid, so I'm happy about that. I asked Matt if he had anything for me, and he said no. So I'm going around to my friend circle and being like, can I visit with my external and maybe copy some stuff from you? You know, do a little file sharing party. Matt,
I'm gonna put a link into the doc that demonstrates why it's important to have offsite backup in addition to all this stuff too.
let's see.
Because
Oh, I
sometimes
saw that
your
picture.
house just fucking explodes sometimes. And
What?
it doesn't matter how many external hard drive you have. If your house fucking explodes,
Wait,
you
did this just
gotta
happen in
have the offsite.
Madison?
Yeah, this happened a couple days ago. A house literally
Yeah.
blew up.
In Midvale?
Yep.
Gas leak, huh?
hmm
Must have been a gas leak.
I
wonder-
I can't think of what else it would have been. But there was like I went by there the other day and there was like clothes in the trees and like around this house, like the other houses got totally ruined too. So sometimes your neighbor's house blows up.
Yeah. What can
No
you do,
offsite
man?
backups.
So, offsite backups. Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, my friends, I figure, would have stuff for me. Matt.
Nope.
What
No.
happened? You just
What
scrubbed?
happened?
You don't have anything? I need videos.
Oh, videos. No. Hey, look, John, I'm an adult now. I have a real adult person job, and I just buy everything I watch is on Google Play or YouTube.
I
And
buy
that's-
stuff too, but I also have a lot of stuff that I've ripped legally.
Yeah, well, I never had like a huge DVD library. I actually got rid of most of my DVDs recently because I have shunned physical medium.
I mean, what legal stuff do you need? Because I think I've got like Dexter season 6 and 7. I might have all of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I need my anime, but Adam probably has all that. He actually has an old external of mine that was dying. It was a really funny situation. It's like my external was dying, and I was like, I don't trust this anymore, so I transferred it to this one that I had that just died, like maybe 3 years ago. And I was like, you can have this hard drive. Don't put on anything that you trust. Maybe you can just have all my media on it. And I was like, there's stuff on there. Do you want me to delete that stuff? Wink, wink. And he was like, No, you can leave it on. I was like, all right, you're getting the whole thing. I just said delete it all when you're done with it. It was just funny. I mean the hard drive was dying, like it was clicking. It was not gonna last.
I mean, other than some AMVs, and I actually have I'm going back to my what's in TJ's trunk today.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've got a box of anime I got from a buddy of mine from Mississippi that's just in my trunk. But separate from that, all the anime
The real
and
dirty stuff too.
I wish. All the anime and AMVs I've got are probably stuff no one wants. The
Yeah,
AMVs
I know,
are typically stuff with Final Fantasy CG videos.
You know what's good though?
And then everything.
But the thing is, I think about this, I'm like, man, I lost everything. But then I'm like, Hulu and Crunchyroll have so much of the anime, almost everything I could ever want. That it's like I just pay $5 a month for Crunchyroll or $6, and I've got access to everything. I already got Hulu for $12 a month. Like, I'm already paying for basically not backup but whatever. Oh, Matt, you're a fan of Ken Burns, right?
Yes.
You can't stream Civil War anymore.
Wait, what? Wait,
Nope.
Not even on Netflix? It's
Nope.
not on Netflix anymore?
Nope. It's not on Netflix. It was on Amazon. Thank you. It was on Amazon. I was going to watch it last night. And apparently last fall, they did like an HD redoing of it, like bringing it up to standards.
Yeah.
And now you can buy it on Amazon, but they don't have the Prime streaming of it. All of his other stuff's on there still for Prime, but not Civil War.
And as John told me his updates on the situation, I couldn't help but think that it was bullshit.
I know, right?
1853.
I just wish that I could watch Civil War again. I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Stuff that, like...
It's PBS!
Stuff that was on PBS should be easy to find. I shouldn't have to pay extra for that.
Here's the thing, though. You could torrent the shit out of Civil War. Who's coming after you? PBS?
Yeah, or like say you wanted to get the soundtrack from Civil War to use in comedic bits on some sort of internet radio show.
Yeah.
Like, that would probably be easy to get to.
Yeah. I don't even know where I got that. I think I downloaded it too. And like it was just easy. Like just it was all there.
As we're all sitting here reminiscing, I've got a bottle of the Taste of Wisconsin down here in Illinois. I picked up some Sprecher.
Ooh, what kind?
Yeah. Well, earlier today I had the Orange Dream, which is the orange cream soda, but their cherry cola is really good.
Their cherry cola is really good.
Yeah, it's real cherry juice from Door County, and it's a good. As opposed to other soda, which I'll chug. This I'm sipping. I love it.
You gotta sip that.
People outside of Wisconsin might not know, but Door County cherries are kind of a big deal here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Washington, you've got your cherries. I'm not gonna step on your game, but like, we got our own stuff going on here too.
I can't
and
believe
you don't even want to know.
I'm just talking about it.
Well, my second monitor exploded, so. You know,
my brother was like, "Hey, I got you, bro." Okay, so I had bought, what's it called? The Diamond Dallas Page yoga exercise videos. They were not cheap. It was like $130 for all the DVDs. Whatever. I liked them. But I ripped them all to my computer, and then I don't know where the DVDs are now. So basically that's gone. But he said he had them, because I gave him copies.
I tried to buy that once, but instead of DDP workout video, I accidentally downloaded DP workout video, and that was something else.
That's a workout, though.
Yeah. There's a lot of stretching involved. Da 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 da.
A lot of sack touching. All right, moving on. I lost those videos. Hotels.com rant I have just called that. So I used Hotels.com to book hotels.
That's your first mistake.
Because you get like a 10 night stay 10 nights, get 1 night free. You know, sounds like good. Except for that they don't tell you that your nights expire after a year. So you have to book with them at least once every 12 months to keep your points. Which means I went on vacation and booked like some nights last summer in Chicago in early August, and in late August the nights I booked for this hotel were too far. You know, it was in the same month, but it wasn't by August 6th, so I lost all of my Hotels.com nights. And I just didn't seem to get 3 nights for the hotel I booked through them for this time. It's fucking bullshit. It just doesn't work. They rip you off. Like, they're trying to say they're giving you that. Their price is the same as every other fucking like hotel aggregator, and they're like, you get a free night is so full of bullshit. It's fucking dumb. I hate them. Fuck you, Hotels.com. That's it. Matt, cookie clicker update. Are we still around? Matt's mic is muted for some reason. Matt, your mic was muted. Matt has stepped away, apparently, while I was talking. And TJ is silent.
And it's time for the cookie clicker update here.
Oh.
Look, I could hear you, but I thought you would talk for at least 1 pee break's worth of time.
Ah.
And I underestimated.
And I
your
died for
ranting
20
ability.
seconds.
Yes. All right. That was a good amount of dead air there that surprised me.
Well, it's a good thing that's going to be edited out of the podcast.
Correct. The live one will have that. It actually probably won't get edited out because I never edit, but I don't never edit, but I do light editing.
Let's shift this so it doesn't get flagged by YouTube. And time for the cookie clicker update.
Yes. How's that going?
You know, it's going good. This run's been going for 437 hours.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, what am I doing with my life?
Uh-huh.
I own 1,320 buildings. I got an achievement today because I got the prism, and now I have at least one of each building.
Yep.
I'm getting 10 quadrillion cookies per second, and I've created a total of... No, that's 10 quadrillion cookies created total. I'm at 50 billion cookies per second, and I've got the orange milk. Repeat, orange milk has been unlocked.
Nice. Good job. Matt, I am currently earning per second 274.9 quadrillion cookies per second.
Yes, yes. That's the thing about this game. There are no catch-up mechanics. You don't get bonus experience if you're behind.
That's right.
So if you're behind, you're always going to be behind.
You're always going to be behind. Unless you play more than I do. And maximize your time.
That has happened. Yesterday, I went from 10 billion cookies per second to like 40 billion.
Yeah.
From just like sitting in front of the computer more.
Let's see, cookies baked all time, 1.9 septillion.
I'm making 220 cookies per second.
Oh, wow. We got through it,
Oh, you
though.
must have just started.
Started today because you guys kept talking about it
All right.
a long time ago, but this is my current run.
Yep.
All right. And now I can close that website so that it doesn't eat up. That eats up a surprising amount of processing power.
Yeah? Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much to talk about this week still. It was a short week and I was worried, but we're
Exploded.
we're flooded with topics here.
Yep.
So I did my Hotels.com rant. I have another thing to talk about.
That was a
Willie,
good rant. I liked it.
Let someone else go.
Let's.
Matt?
I'll go.
Okay.
This is a segment formerly known as
yes.
Man Learns New Tech, and it's now tried. It's called Matt Tried an App, and
Matt tried an app.
Trial.
Oh, no. All right.
I figured I should rebrand it because I am the youngest person on the podcast. But yeah, today I tried the app Let Go, Letgo, and it's basically it fits into this trend of the Tinder for blank. This is the Tinder for selling shit.
It's the Tinder for Craigslist.
Yeah, exactly. And so I wanted to get rid of this 40-gallon fish tank that has been sitting empty in my apartment for a long, long time. And I posted a picture of it at like 8 o'clock this morning. I had a buyer by 10:30, and it was sold. And then I just dropped it off after work. It's like super, super streamlined. So if you have anything to sell, don't bother with Craigslist. It's a fucking mess. Go to Let Go. It's an app. I think they've got like a web version too that you can use. But yeah, this was like, I don't know if I got lucky and like the guy that wanted fish tanks just happened to be on at the time that I posted that. But the other thing is it's hyper local. So it's like, it's very proximity based. You're not going to get somebody that's like a half-hour drive away.
Holy shit, man.
So, have you read the terms and conditions? Can I sell my organs?
I haven't. I didn't look that far into it.
Can I
just want to get rid of this
body?
goddamn fish tank.
Like not my organs, but like my body.
That's what actual Tinder is for.
Okay. I'm here. I want to say this. I want to say. Sorry. I just was clicking a link, and I just wanted to say, when we were talking about online backup services, Wirecutter.com, which is a really good like recommendation for tech stuff. Their number 1 pick is Crash Plan, which I mentioned, and their number 2 pick, close runner-up, Backblaze. So those are the ones to use, folks. Yeah, but could I sell a broken external hard drive on that?
Probably as a collector's item.
As a collector's item? Could I sell this Heroes of the Storm Jaina Proudmoore code?
Oh yeah, I never checked. I think I have Jaina, so...
Damn it! Because they gave me Jaina for the box copy of Overwatch as well. Which sucks. So I have a free. So maybe we'll do a thing on the podcast about it.
Oh giveaway.
Why not? I'm never going to use this.
Heroes of the Storm!
Yep. Adam will never use it. I could give it to him,
Write in with your finest Jaina story. Your finest Jaina fanfic.
Oh my god.
Furry art is optional.
Okay.
Let me just check. And yeah, I've got her, so we can give her away. Either your finest fanfic or your finest erotic digital painting. And you can win Jaina on Heroes of the Storm.
All right. Jaina Proudmoore, ruler of Theramore and princess of Kolthras, strode through the heated halls of Ironforge. The red hue of the great city colored her skin
This
bronze.
is an actual fanfic you looked
Gave
up.
her hair an orangish color to it. She wore her usual robe, showing off her belly and a sizable amount of her ample cleavage, which jiggled slightly as she walked confidently towards the chamber of
Blizzard Way.
the High Thane. Her dress was tight. What is up with this? He's just talking about her clothing, and it clung to her body. The outline of her ass, easily and very clearly visible through the magically imbued fabric. What?
Thanks a lot, John. We can't monetize this video now.
Oh my god.
No, you just have to tag it as Jaina porn.
Her personal guards. I can't monetize videos on YouTube anyway, so it doesn't matter.
You're a dirty, dirty cheat.
I am, apparently. Her personal guards surrounded her as she walked. 2 high elf and 2 human women, whose eyes, spelled whose incorrectly, constantly darted around in case anyone dared assault their leader. Jane often promoted diversity. Okay. And she made sure to combine all races into her personal guard, whom were largely female. Anyway. Is this a sex one? Yep! I didn't even get that far into it. It's called How to Negotiate by Lady Jaina Proudmoore. Let me see here.
I don't have any pornier music than this.
He chuckled as Jaina used her magic to undress him, poking and caressing his body with her magic.
Seems like an unnecessary use of magic.
As she did so, she channeled her spell in the most lewd stances she could think of, all while smiling seductively at the Dwarven King.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yeah, this is gross.
Yeah, I'm done.
I could get even. The next paragraph is too much.
Well, I've muted my headphones now, so I can't hear John talking. I'm just gonna keep talking. La 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 la.
Ah, that's better, she sang as the last piece of his armor clattered to the floor. Oh my, aren't you a big boy?
La 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 la.
She eyed his blank hungrily, her blank already wet, as she sank down onto her knees and kissed the head of his thick blank. It was okay.
No.
But that's what the fans are, and this is why fans should never be trusted when anyone is like, "Hey man, I'm just doing it for the fans." This is what fans are. I'm putting this on the episode.
This is the worst episode of Match Game ever.
Yeah.
Her blank with her blank and the blank blank.
I think I know all of them.
Whoopee.
Yes. She made Whoopi with King Magni Bronzebeard. Sorry, we got to talk about this Nintendo Direct though, because this is a big deal.
Okay, but can we come back to this later?
Why?
The bad erotic fanfic, because I got some ideas for this segment.
Oh my god.
And I think it could be reoccurring.
I gotta tell you about the worst erotic fanfic I've ever found, and I actually fucking found it again. And I saved it to Google Drive because I'm smart. And let me see if I can find it. Oh my god.
Okay, if we can kill enough time while you find this, then I might be able to get a soundtrack for it.
Oh my god, what the fuck? No.
So, TJ, what's new in the Nintendo Direct news? No.
Alright, so...
I want to talk about this too, though. Go.
Come
This
back
is your
to it.
deal.
We'll come back.
Nintendo Direct in 1 minute or less. Let's see how quickly I can do this.
Oh, no, don't do a
Alright,
minute.
Number one.
This is important.
It's not important. It's Nintendo.
Oh!
Oh yeah, I know. And I'm supposed to be the fanboy. It's bad. So yeah, Pokemon Sun and Moon. They announced a cool dark normal type Rattata, as well as if you buy Pokemon Sun or Moon like within the first 3 months of launch, you get a free Munchlax that has a special item, which will make Snorlax do this awesome, basically pancake crusher. Mario Maker's now coming to the Nintendo 3DS with more stuff, but also less stuff because you can't share your stuff via online.
Yes! What the fuck is up with that,
get
Nintendo?
Wii U levels from online, but you can't share your 3DS levels online.
Yeah.
Stuff, and it's single cart, which it might be.
I believe
but
so.
also collaborative levels. You can actually simultaneously make a level with someone else.
Yeah. If you're linked up, like,
something
locally.
about Tank Troopers, which is just some sort of online tank game. We've got World of Tanks for that. I'm just sad it wasn't Advance Wars.
You wanted Advance Wars. Where the fuck... Did I lose the Google Doc now? Fuck, I did. Alright. I had some other stuff I wanted to talk about with this, because I had read a couple things, because there was... This Nintendo Direct sounded great to me. You're all down on it. Let me check. It was... 3DS Street... the Street Pass. You can have Street Pass with up to 100 people. Although you have to have premium upgrade. So, great. The side-scroller Pikmin, which is dumb. Skyward Sword on Virtual Console and the Wii U. Dragon Quest VIII got delayed. I'm looking forward to that.
Which means Wii U...
Anyway.
Well, 7's still coming out
Is this
in 2
the
weeks.
one where Reggie from Nintendo America was talking, or is this something else?
I have
Because I heard a bit about his comments.
So all the stuff coming out in 2016 was basically announced by the Treehouse people. So that's just the. You guys can still hear me, right?
Yeah, you're coming in and out though. So
Okay. Yeah. The 2016 games were announced by the Treehouse people, just regular whatevers that work there. Mostly through this direct, Reggie was looking for his 3DS that had all the new 2017 games coming out. It got lost. So did Bill Trinan, the head of localization. Somehow himself, Reggie's Donuts, and Reggie's 3DS got shipped to Easter Island, and he was there for like years, but it was really only like 20 minutes. Like he had a full beard. He went all Jumanji.
They're having fun with this.
Yeah. I mean, the direct can't even explain it better.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I like Super Mario Sports Superstars.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
Every Mario sports game in one game. It's like
Just
baseball, soccer, tennis, golf, and horse racing.
Horse race?
Okay.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
All right. Well, first of all,
It's Japanese.
Let's kind of take this all
Is
back.
that a big thing in Japan?
Yeah, it is.
This is not the first Mario horse racing.
Really?
Because the first one was in Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympics. They had equestrian in there. I think it was more like horse show than racing, so now they're just making it racing. Someone posted a picture on Reddit of Donkey Kong on top of a horse. They're like, this is like 2 counts of animal abuse.
Yeah.
But no, golf is going to be full just like any other Mario Golf. Tennis is going to be full singles and doubles tennis, just like soccer is going to be full 11 on 11 soccer, which is different than any of the super Mario Strikers.
It's going to be like
games.
full teams, not just like the 4-on-4 or whatever.
And baseball's going to do the full 9-on-9, but they did that with Super Sluggers as well. So.
I'm looking forward to baseball. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
The Mario baseball games are always, awesome.
All the Mario sports games are fun.
Well, baseball's huge in Japan, so
oh my God.
They're going to put a lot of effort into it.
I just still want my golf on a console. We haven't had Mario Golf on a console since GameCube.
Yeah.
Wait, really? We didn't have a Wii version of Mario Golf? That seems like a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, I don't think there was.
They did. They remade the GameCube Mario Tennis with Wii Play controls.
Yeah.
And then they had Mario Tennis Ultra Smash for the Wii U, but no golf. I'm like, where's my golf?
Really?
Yeah, I know. So horse racing in Japan, Matt, is a popular equestrian sport with over 21,000 horse races held each year. So, yeah, Japan likes their horse racing. If you want to look up, go down a hole, look up Japanese horse racing video games. There are bazillion. So it makes sense that they would do that. Well, let's see here. So again, Nintendo Direct was cool. Good for Nintendo. They're doing some stuff. The Mario Maker thing is mind-boggling.
I mean,
What's that?
It's something. Well, the fact that you can't share the levels online.
That was the whole
Wii U.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was the whole point.
Well, yeah, that was the whole, that was their big YouTube, cash cow. Like, this is the thing that would go viral. Is, people would come up with these crazy levels, and then popular streamers would play them, and it would go on YouTube. So if you're telling me you can't share levels anymore, that's really just short-sighted.
I mean, you can, but it's only local. You can only share
that's
via
ridiculous.
Street Pass or with local connection.
It's like they accidentally stumbled on this gold mine of viralness, and then they shat on it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, no, we're not gonna do the popular thing.
No, I don't want a ton of free advertising for our game.
So, John, you were mentioning about a bunch of horse racing games in Japan.
Yep.
Now you probably know this more than Matt does. What's that dumb horse racing game that isn't all horses? It's like, here's a guy riding another guy. Here's a guy riding a mechanical horse. Here's 2 guys dressed up in a horse suit.
Oh my God. I don't know what you're talking about, but that really is bringing up...
Sounds amazing.
That's triggering some memories in me. The 2 guys in a horse costume. I don't know.
There was a
I
there's a
saw a
Japanese
game once
game with
where a guy was riding another guy, but I don't think it's the one you're talking about.
Let's see here. Japan World Cup 3 horse racing game.
yes.
This is it. Yes.
Yes.
There is a semi being driven by a horse. There's a horse that's like 20 lengths long with people fighting on the back of it. So this is. What is? I want this game. What Japan World Cup 3? Oh my God! Look at the animated GIFs.
It's basically like you can in-game.
Oh my God!
And you could bet
we
on
lost
him
him.
or just watch him, but it's just hilarity. Hello?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like you're
It's
like your network connection can't handle it and it slows
Google
your talking.
doesn't want this podcast to happen.
I know. This is the podcast Google doesn't want you to listen to.
Doctors hate him.
Doctors hate this. They hate me. Matt, self-driving car news.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Okay. So a couple of weeks ago, we talked about Uber doing their whole self-driving taxi cab thing,
Yep.
where they would have an engineer in the seat because they have to, and your ride would be free. So of course, all the copycats are coming out, and in Singapore, this Nutonomy is gonna do that thing too in the far off time of 2 weeks ago. Oh no, it's already happening. So,
Singapore.
That's literally happening. Like, they're testing autonomous taxis right now in Singapore.
Yep. You can have the classic.
It's happening. It's happening.
You
It's
can have
all happening
the
so
classic
fast.
Total Recall, hop in the RoboCab moment.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Well, I want. Yeah. The Fifth Element had a RoboCab too, right?
I'm sure.
I want
Kinda.
that one. Is that the one that had like the actual animatronic? I want one with like a weird animatronic, like 1950s bellhop looking dude.
Do it.
Anyways, okay, so that's happening. That's literally right now. Autonomous cars are being tested in Singapore. Later this month, they're going to be tested in Pittsburgh, and
Yep.
there are rumors that Google is going to roll out one in San Francisco eventually. That's all rumors right now, though.
Can we call the Singapore one "Nut on Me"? Because that's what it looks like it says.
Yes, nut on me.
Nut on me.
Oh, I just got that.
I'm sorry. I just can't read it right now.
You can't deal with it. Oh my God.
Yes.
I could deal with it. I'm super excited for it, but it's
Yeah.
not on me.
I'm excited too. So
Yeah,
that is-
I'm not like
I'm looking forward to it.
I hate driving. I hate it. Like, I can't handle it. I'm just a stupid monkey person that can't operate this sort of thing. Like, let the robots do it. People
Yeah.
can't handle them.
All right.
Where do we want to go now?
I got
Huh?
2 Science Corner things. I'm going to do one this week and one next week. Because we've reached our monetization goal on Patreon, thanks to our beautiful listeners, John's going to do his Science Corner that Matt's got a bumper for. That's actually accurate for the one we're going to do today. Breaking down ramen noodles literally. Matt, you shared this article with me.
Really? Oh, yeah. Sometimes when I'm buying into the internet hype machine and I want somebody to verify the science of various articles for me, I'll just send them to John and be like, should I pay attention to this?
Well, so this is kind of interesting. This USA Today college article from 2012, I'll put in the episode. But this is talking about ramen noodles. Popular choice for those on a strict budget. I mean, it's like, what, 25 cents a package? Some nonsense low amount of money.
Yeah.
If you're like me and spring for the expensive stuff, though, it's like 79 cents a package. I get the...
It's like 29 cents, but if you go to the expensive grocery store here, the same damn thing is 49 cents a package. That's
Those
almost a 200%
bastards.
markup.
Yeah.
Buckheads.
Uh-huh. So, a few people know what happens after consuming this budget-friendly meal. Dun dun dun. Until now.
I'm intimately familiar with what happens.
Stephanie Bardin, a teacher at Parsons, the New School for Design in New York, an education director at Third Ward in Brooklyn, an art teacher, just letting you know that this is an art person, came up with the idea to blend an artistic conception grounded in scientific experiment. So this was an art project first. 2 trial studies were conducted by Barden and Dr. Brandon Kuo, director of the GI Motility Laboratory at Massachusetts General Hospital at Harvard University. Volunteers were given ramen noodles, Gatorade, and gummy bears on June 25th last year, 2011. September 10th, 2011. What the fuck? One day before the 10th anniversary of 9/11, volunteers were given ramen noodles, Gatorade, and gummy bears. They ate on September 10th. Oh, sorry. September 10th is when they ate the homemade noodles, gummy bears, and drank hibiscus tea after consumption of each meal. Subjects swallowed a tiny capsule with a video recording capabilities to capture the inside of their GI tract. So the thing was a TEDx talk, which I'm sure where Matt heard it from, I'm assuming.
No, I heard it from the searching on Google.
TEDx talks are bullshit. So you know TED Talks?
Yeah, they're bullshit. They're not really TED Talks.
Correct. TEDx Talks are like, hey, I want to do a TED-style talk. I have zero credibility. TEDx. For those who can't get a TED Talk. Not that this is necessarily 100% zero credibility. I don't want to throw that out because this is, a doctor and stuff is doing this. But the most striking thing during the time intervals of 2, 4, and 6 hours is the degree of breakdown of the noodles. At 2 and 4 hours... the particular size of the ramen noodle was much larger or formed than the homemade ramen noodle at each of those time points, suggesting ramen noodles were difficult to break down during the process of digestion, more difficult than the homemade noodles. Let's see here. A video released on the study called Changing the Way has since gone viral and prompted discussion among researchers, nutritionists, physicians, and ramen noodle consumers. Oh, okay. Consumers would say, after seeing this video, I will definitely change how often I eat ramen noodles, Whitaker said. I will try to eat them once a week, or I might just stop eating them altogether unless I have no other choice. Good idea. Just do what the viral video tells you to. Georgia State University
graduate.
I live
my life.
Yeah.
That's why I always use my phone to pop that popcorn.
Yeah. Georgia State University graduate student Brandy Reese said the video was really gross, and hopefully this will prompt the company to consider ways on improving the product. Reese added, I've never been much of a ramen noodle either. However, after seeing the video, I definitely won't be eating them anytime soon. And so the problem I have with this video is it's basically like a gross out video on purpose.
Yeah.
And it's like meant to look disgusting. And so people are like, ew. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, but that's what your stomach looks like inside. Director of Nutrition. Here we go. Let's see here. I like this person says exactly what I said. This is great though. Who's Whitaker? You keep mentioning this. Christina Whitaker, Macon State College senior.
Eric Whitaker, famed choir director.
Whitaker. Also said after eating noodles, she sometimes experiences stomach aches and nausea, but she associated the complications with eating the noodles too fast. I like that.
It's probably mostly the salt.
Yeah. I want to say, like, this is like the people saying that they have a gluten allergy because eating an entire pizza made them feel sick. Like, yeah that's
or the tryptophan made you sleepy because you had an entire fucking Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, like, it's not. It's because you ate too much.
It's the carbs. You ate a shitload of carbs, everybody.
So, this is what Sheena Cuizon Gregg, I hope I pronounced that right, Assistant Director of Nutrition Education at the University of Alabama, said processed foods such as ramen noodles contain a significant amount of sodium saturated in trans fats as well as additives that can lead to, I don't know about that. But sodium is the big one there. They're salty. Salt is bad for your blood pressure. And so if you need to watch your salt intake, cut down on the ramen noodles or don't use the packet. You don't have to use the packet. You can cook the noodles and
But that's where all the good, delicious MSG is.
Yeah, that's true. But you could not use the packet and then make your own sauce to add to the noodles as well, which is lower in sodium.
Or Go to the Asian market, go to the freezer section, and you can get ramen noodles that are frozen and not dehydrated.
And those are the good ones. So yeah, I don't know. That's it, really. It's just like, I mean, this. It's just like, it's just so ridiculous because this is like literally, like I put it this way. It's like you're like a video showing that. I mean, it's just insane. It would be like saying a video of you eating this apple versus you eating this like applesauce, and what does it look like different?
John.
It's like, yeah, they're different. One is it's like two different products digest differently. That's not news. Like, it's just the way it looks in your stomach doesn't make a fucking difference. Sometimes things take longer to digest. It doesn't change, the equation of healthiness or anything. It's just, I don't know. Anyway,
John, I kind of want to spin this off into a tangent. I know we have a very cool ghost related question for our main discussion topic.
we're not going to get to that today. We're at like almost an hour and a half.
We're talking about it.
We're going to have to.
Let me just bait you with this then. Is quote unquote science journalism bad for science literacy?
Absolutely not, if it's done right. USA Today College is not a science
journalism in the popular, the BuzzFeedy term of like how most people encounter it.
That's bad in a way, though. But I think any sort of knowledge gained is good. I mean, there's so little.
It is, but the outlets will jump on these studies before they're peer reviewed, and it'll end up being like eggs are good for you, eggs are bad for you.
Oh yeah,
and the layman sees that as science doesn't know what it's doing. Science keeps changing its mind when really it's the outlets jumping on things before they should, before it like is part of the bigger picture of knowledge.
Well, here's the thing I want to talk to you about is let's talk about Slim by Chocolate. The headlines blared. Have you heard of this story?
Well, I think
exactly, I agree.
Yeah, whatever TJ just said there, I didn't hear it, but
Yes.
I agree.
Whatever, Robo J.
So this was a let's see here. Study. I'm just trying to get here's some headlines. Here is a beautiful, this looks like Telegraph, Daily Mail head site. Past the Easter egg.
That's, it's good if it's from the Daily Mail.
New study reveals that eating chocolate doesn't affect your body mass index, and it can even help you lose weight. Website, Slim by Chocolate. A team of German researchers has found that people on a low-carb diet lost weight 10% faster if they ate a chocolate bar every day. Made a front page of Bild, Europe's largest daily newspaper, just beneath their update about the Germanwings crash. It kind of blew up from there. What are some other good headlines here? Here we go. Shape.com, Shape Magazine, Why You Must Eat Chocolate Daily. Let's see here.
That's just conflating.
Express. We got some other websites. Huffington Post, Daily Star, Irish Examiner. All these had Prevention Magazine.
Now
hold on.
Modern Healthcare.
So, like,
Daily
the average
Mail.
person isn't going to go like, "Oh, what was the data set? How did you double line this, or how was the study carried it?" So doesn't that fall onto the responsibility of the journalist and their outlet to vet this kind of stuff?
It is 100% on the journalists to vet this stuff, and I think they just don't know how. Because this was a hoax done by someone who wanted to see if they could do it. Basically, to get a bunch of media outlets to just say, "Ooh, this study just in, eat all the chocolate you want." So he had talked about how much he hates fee-charging open access journals. So people can't read the actual articles and whatnot to find out how many. Okay, so he had done another operation on Science magazine about to find out how many of those publishers are keeping their promise of doing rigorous peer review. He submitted ridiculously flawed papers and counted how many rejected them. Fewer than half did. which is insane because these for-profit journals, of course, want papers to put in, so people will buy subscriptions to their journals without doing the actual peer review part. So part of it is the monetization of these journals that's an issue. But basically, the con was they used Facebook to recruit subjects, offering 150 euros to anyone willing to go on a diet for 3 weeks. They made clear this is that, blah, blah, blah. They basically said... So this was a real study they did.
They had
bad.
They had a super small data set.
Yes.
And they just took like a ridiculous amount of measurements.
Yes.
And found the most like ridiculous correlation they could find with it.
Correct. They're basically like, we're going to measure 1 billion things, and we're going to see, okay, with these 12
and if you
people,
measure enough, you're going to have like false positives.
Yep.
Yep.
And then they just published it to a bunch of really bad journals that skip peer review, or you can pay to like have it just put into like a journal. And there's lots of fake journal publishers. And then they just sent out a press release, and the press was just like, "That's a science journal, so it's got to be real. So here's the headline," And they just punched it up, and it just kind of blew away. Like, and it's that easy. So what I'm saying is that if you are wanting to know what's the science, you can email me at dude@biologydude.com, which is another domain that I do own. Or you can go to, you can message me on the website, or you can just be skeptical, which is the number one thing that you need to be a scientist, is be skeptical. Always question it. Question everything.
Now,
And listen
if
to
you want to
Science
know,
Versus podcast.
Yes.
if you want to know more information about this guy who's really trying to get this, science journalism stuff taken care of, he did a 45-minute long interview on the Adam Ruins Everything podcast.
Ah, there you go. He ruins everything. I ruin everything. Adam does ruin everything though, because he's not here when he said he would be.
Different Adam, but same thing.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, fuck. What time are we at here? We gotta get. Oh, okay. We got a little time. Okay. What else do we have?
Let's talk about the robot man, because I saw that video and it fucking warmed my cold black heart.
I know. Did you actually watch the video, anyone?
I did.
I put it on
so
really late.
good. I shared it on the Twitter, and yes, I was compelled to do that.
I like that the headline on Gizmodo is "How a Hillbilly Delivery Man is Trailblazing Our Cyborg Future." So this is a really amazing little documentary free think put on Vimeo, just a short, based on the research that DARPA has been doing with, what do they call it? The John Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory of Modular Prosthetic Limbs. So basically, he had an injury, or not an injury, he had cancer, so they had to remove his left arm. And, he was like, whatever, he's just this guy who lives in a trailer, whatever, just a regular old bread salesman and delivery man, just doing stuff. And he had cancer, that they had to remove his arm, but I guess the nerve endings or whatever were like very intact and everything, and so they referred him to Johns Hopkins, where they were doing some crazy testing with DARPA for nerve connection to prosthetics. So basically, his nerves are set up like kind of close to the top of his skin on the stub just above the elbow that he has, and then he has a metal like. I forget what they call it, like an osteoprosthesis, I think, or something like that, where it's actually fused to the bone.
It's a plug-and-play arm.
So he has like a stub coming out of his bone in his, where his elbow would be.
It's like his upper arm, and it's like drilled into the center of that bone.
Yes, correct. So it's like an extension of a bone.
And horrifying.
That you can use it to connect. But they use it to connect a prosthetic arm designed by DARPA that is controlled by his brain waves. And there's like little sensors that go on the top of his arm where the nerves are that can detect the impulses from his brain and tell the arm what to do. And if you watch the video, your mind will be fucking blown, because this man like is sitting here with this stump and a little metal thing sticking out of it, and they hook up this arm, and he puts on these bands, and he is fucking picking up objects. He's putting a hat on. Like they take it out of the lab, and he's like cooking dinner.
He's picking up cherry tomatoes without crushing them.
Yes. Well, he said,
fucking
yeah, if you read the article, he actually said he was talking to some former vets, which obviously this is aimed at people that have lost their arms and legs, and he was like, yeah, you can crush a coconut with this. So there's obviously like very fine control that you can have. I just think it's really funny that this like kind of, if you watch the video, it's hard not to love the guy because he's so upbeat.
Yeah,
he's just like
super like.
He's like, I love trying all this stuff
and delicious.
Yeah, and he is just loving it, and it's incredible.
Total salt of the earth, good guy, kind of.
Yeah, and he's the future. He's literally a cyborg when he has this. Like, that's where we're at. I mean, he's using his brain waves to control a metallic arm that's replacing part of his body. Like that's it. He's there. We're there. Cyborgs are the future.
I'm super excited.
I am.
Yeah, I want to be a robot.
Well, I'm looking forward to the future where they can just replace all my broken parts with robot parts.
Yeah,
that's what I want. Give me that Robo liver,
Robo
kidney,
liver, Robo heart,
Robo bones.
Give me that Robo boner.
Can I?
What?
Can I get a Roboner? Can I get like I want the Wolverine. Can you replace all of my bones with adamantine?
Yes.
Or adamantium. Sorry, adamantine is D&D. Yes. Adamantium.
Yes. Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for all of them.
Do it all. Give me the whole robot. So just to talk about a little teaser, a little tant. I'm going to tant you a bit about my science talk next week. Will be about first contact with aliens.
Oh, just like that Jodie Foster movie.
And the movie coming out called Arrival, which looks incredible, starring my future wife.
I watched that trailer. That looks
Amy Adams.
You're an idiot, Amy Adams. You know, with Amy Adams, it's like 50-50. Either you love her or you just absolutely despise her for absolutely no reason.
Oh, I love her. I could watch her read the newspaper.
I was real sad when she died in the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movie.
What? Spoilers.
What?
A movie nobody watched. Matt, let's talk about science, though.
What? Oh, we're still going. The show's still going, folks.
Yeah, you got a science.
The science guy?
Bill Nye, the science guy. Speaking of good scientific, information.
Speaking of fucking real life Time Lords, Bill Nye, the science guy, is starting a Netflix talk show where he saves the world.
Yeah, Bill Nye saves the world.
Yeah. So this is so I sent John this podcast the other day called Science Versus, where they'll take controversial subjects and they'll impartially look at the science of it and just break everything down in like real clear terms. And then this seems like it's the talk show version of that.
Yeah.
Because the article I was reading was saying that he'll tackle topics from a scientific point of view to dispel myths, refuting anti-scientific claims that are espoused by politicians, religious leaders, and titans of industry.
And we're talking about some good stuff, too, because I love Bill Nye. So he was super... I love Bill Nye because he did something that nobody ever does that's a public speaking person, is that he changed his stance on something. So he had a book written where he was very skeptical and negative about genetically modified crops and GMOs. And he wrote an article saying, hey, you know what? I'm retracting the stuff I said in my book. I was a bit harsh, basically, because not all GMOs are bad. It is hard to make a blanket statement saying that genetically modifying an organism is worse than what we've been doing for thousands of years, with crops and crossbreeding. And
Well,
all
we've
that.
been genetically modifying them.
For thousands of
Like,
years.
it's-
Yes.
It's,
I mean,
it's the same thing.
I just
But
want to
it's
say
just
this.
a lot scarier when
I-
it happens in a
it's-
lab and not a
It
farmer's
sounds
field.
more scary than it is, but it's funny because like it is something that's been demonized by people who are very much in the right. They're like, well, I'm all for like safe environment and like all this stuff and green and whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like okay.
Well,
But the point is I'm going to say this, is that genetically modified crops use less water, take up less space, so that's less land being used for crops, less water. I mean, how can you be against this? This is like, this is something that's going to save the earth. There's going to be more forests because you don't have to use up 40 acres to plant corn because 2 acres end up dying off because of corn rot. Like now you have like a genetically modified organism that now won't get that like corn rot. Now you don't have to spray herbicide on it, or you have to spray less or a less toxic version. It's just like, how can this be worse? It's because you're not looking at the science. You're looking at face value of like, oh, they're modifying genes. That's bad. Well, no, it's not bad. It could be bad. It could be used for evil, but it's not. I don't know. And that was his whole idea. It was like, this can be good. Like, we should not be against this. And so that's one thing. He said vaccines, GMOs, climate change. That's what he wants to talk about. So awesome. I'm good. Right science, good writing, he said. Oh, I'm excited. I love Bill Nye. Did you watch those shows?
Oh, yeah. Bill
my
Nye,
God.
the science guy.
I watched that shit constantly. Rented that from the library all the time.
It's on Netflix now.
That I did. I've seen a couple episodes. It brings me back.
I've seen all of them. All of them.
It's kind of weird because like watching them is just like unlocking like some sort of part of my brain that remembers it slightly, and I'm like, oh, ooh, nostalgia. Like, ooh. I remember watching this Saturday morning, laying down, eating cereal.
I mean, it's not Beekman's World, though.
I never watched Beekman's World. I was too young, I think.
I did. I liked it, but looking back, it was kind of weird.
Yeah, it was very weird. It was
so like Beekman was this weird New Jersey scientist.
Yeah. What is this?
Yeah. What?
Beekman.
Yeah, look it up.
He looks so
Bada
old
bing,
now.
bada boom.
You
Wait,
should
what?
See how
Wait,
old he
what?
looks now.
I don't want to ruin that.
Yeah. Paul Zaloom. He now looks like a very old man. Because how old is he? Very old.
He's an
Older than
actual-
my dad.
He's 64 years old, John. Give him a break.
I know, but I mean, I'm just imagining when he was on Beekman's World and he looked like this, 30-year-old scientist guy. Or not 30, maybe like early
Yeah, but
40s.
if he was born in 1951, how old was he in the mid to late 90s?
40.
He was in his
late
40s.
40s. Yeah.
He was
Wow, but
in
he
his
didn't-
40s when he was on that show.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Blown your mind, man. Getting woke to Beekman's World. He just didn't look as old in that show. I don't know. Maybe he just had the young, not look, but just like air about him that he didn't seem as old. I don't know. Anyway, kids science shows need to come back because there aren't enough.
I'm gonna watch so many Beekman's World videos tonight after we're done recording.
I remember watching Beekman's World, but I don't know. I was way into
Remember the
Bill Nye.
penguins. Yeah, Bill Nye. He is the science guy and a Time Lord in real life.
Bill. Yeah, I know that theme song's real good. It may make a comeback in this episode.
Oh, you know what? That reminds me of. Let's go back to the days of YTMND.com, which isn't as far back as Bill Nye.
You're the man now,
One
dog.
of exactly. One of just the infinite spinning Bill head with just the constant Bill chat.
Bill. Yeah,
Yep.
man, I love me some YTMND. I actually read an article about YTMND. Have you heard about like how the website kind of died? Like basically.
Well,
guess
I
well,
kind of know how it died, but
Well, no, but the creator. Well, aside from Flash ending, the
Yep.
creator was
Yeah.
like, "I'm done," and he left. And so
Well-
the website just basically kind of went off on its own.
Even in the broader scape, like Flash videos in general died once bandwidth got good enough that we could have streaming video.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Japan World Cup game I need to watch.
So to round out the news that we didn't get to, Stranger Earthings is happening in 2017, and
is that
SpaceX
literally what it's
exploded.
called?
No, that's what I'm calling it.
Okay,
though.
good. I was like, whew. I haven't finished it yet. No
And-
spoilers. No spoilers. I have one episode to go.
Really? Why haven't you finished it yet?
Because I
Why?
went on vacation. I wasn't watching Netflix on vacay. But we can talk about...
Hashtag never forget Barbara.
Oh, I know. I love Barb. She's my favorite. She's not alive.
Well, I got some bad news for you.
I know. I've already seen that.
Oh, I wasn't. sure if that was in
As soon as she got, like, something happened, I was like, she's gone. She's the character that dies in a horror movie. Like, that's just the way it happens.
sad. I liked her.
Yeah. Let's see here. So the SpaceX rocket did explode. It is really sad because there was going to be launching a.
Yeah. It was launching. It had a Israeli satellite on board.
Yes, and I guess the Facebook had their internet.org satellite around in the area of where the explosion was, and it was damaged and destroyed as well.
Oh, really?
$93 million Facebook satellite was destroyed in this explosion.
So Matt, really quick with that, I clicked the link. I'm not going to sign up for a Wall Street Journal subscription to read the article, so I decided to search for your.
It paywalled you?
It didn't paywall me.
Well, maybe because I don't.
Are you on your phone?
No, that was on the computer.
Oh, weird.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Install Privacy Badger and AdBlock Pro.
I don't care. But anyway,
Okay.
So I decided to search your little pun of space explosion, and apparently it happened last year too.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the second Falcon 9 explosion. Falcon 1s exploded all the time. It was like fucking like every Tuesday they exploded, and
Yes.
yeah, but yeah, the Falcon 9s, this is only the second one, and everyone is responding appropriately, but it seems overly cautious. Like when NASA is saying, "Oh, well, now we have to rethink whether or not we'll do manned space flights on these boosters," I have to think about, NASA, you kind of fuck some shit up too. Like,
Yeah, it's like, come on, NASA.
stuff just happens sometimes.
Mhm.
You have to play the numbers a little. Space, you're on a fucking explosion going into this place that people are not meant to go to. There are risks. But yeah, it seems like more of there. First of all, I should say nobody was injured in this because the launch pad was cleared.
Yeah, it's a completely
but yeah,
automated process they have for fueling and launching.
It's a big financial setback, but I don't think that the other private enterprises that have launches set up with SpaceX or NASA should be giving them too much trouble about it, because this is just what happens when you have a space program.
Yeah,
and you learn from it, and it doesn't
really,
happen again.
It just really sucks that the Facebook satellite got destroyed, because it was part of a really cool project that they were going to have internet access. It was going to beam internet access to sub-Saharan Africa by Facebook. Basically, they were going to like get internet to parts of the world that don't have it. You know, it was just like such a like noble thing, and it's like, fuck, like really could the like, I don't know, the ad satellite of, I guess the Facebook one would have been an ad satellite anyway, but like, I don't know, something so worse satellite get destroyed. Is there a fan fiction satellite that could be destroyed? I don't know. The world is an explosion. Do we have anything else before we wanted to end, Matt?
Do you want to read more Jaina fanfic?
No, but I did find my special fanfic. My
Do you want to read that
worst fanfic I've ever read. And by worst, I mean the most incredible.
Okay.
I'm going to read this. A steady pounding woke Slash from a sound sleep, knifing through his dreams with the dull insistence of a headache. At first he thought that's what it was. He'd had a hell of a lot to drink last night, and it wouldn't be the first time he'd woken up to the pounding in his own head. He stirred slightly, lifting his head and wincing at the crusty feeling there at the corner of his mouth. A quick check made sure it wasn't vomit, and then he rolled over, looking to see who'd fallen in bed with the night before. Duff's angelic face met his eyes, and he sighed softly. Of all the people he knew and would ever know, Duff was the one he most liked to wake up to in the morning. He didn't pretend it was for any sentimental reason, though he did love Duff just a bit more than he should have. Rather, Duff demanded so little and gave so much, it was a relief to roll over and see him, particularly on a hangover morning. Their moment of near domestic bliss lasted only a second. The pounding at the door had neither picked up pace nor abated any. It was beginning to annoy Slash. What kind of person had this single-mindedness at, he checked the clock, 1 in the afternoon? Question mark? What? Grumbling, he nudged Duff awake. Go answer the door, man, he ordered, slithering back under the sheets. There was a baffled silence on the other side of the bed. Then Duff's sleep-fogged brown eyes were blinking owlishly at him. What? Who is it? This is ridiculous. So they spend 20 minutes talking to each other about going to answer the door, ending with a rock, paper, scissors. Dull mulled the offer over. Count of 3. Both men held their hands out, balled into fists, and pounded them against the air as Slash counted. 1, 2, 3. Duff looked despairingly at his flat hand, while Slash made scissoring motions with 2 calloused fingers. Best 2 out of 3, he asked hopefully, but Slash shook his head and burrowed into a little ball, groaning. Duff heaved himself out of bed and grabbed a pair of jeans slung over the back of a chair. He held them up a moment, then tugged them on. They were his, or near enough. With a petulant scowl on his face, he crossed the floor. Slash heard the door swing open, heard Duff mumbling something, and then all hell broke loose. There was a shriek of surprise from Duff, though surprise quickly gave way to fear. Slash sat bolt upright in bed, but his view was blocked. Duff had thoroughly shut the door to the bedroom before going to answer the pounding. All he heard from as he crossed the room, stark naked and scared out of his mind, was a brief scuffle, another cry from Duff, then a soft whistling noise. This is ridiculous. He opened the bedroom door just as the body of his favorite guitar crashed in the head of one of the hotel's bellhops, sending the man sprawling. Duff! He yelped, darting out of the room, arms outstretched. Dude, what the fuck are you... He was too late again. Duff reared back and slammed the guitar into the man's skull 2 more times, as his body twitched spasmodically on the floor. The 3rd time, there was a dull wet crack and brains splattered the wall. Slash could only stare open-mouthed and helpless, as Duff fell back sobbing, the guitar falling from now slack fingers. Michael, he breathed. His eyes didn't leave the body. Couldn't leave the body. He'd never actually seen a dead guy before. Never imagined what human brains looked quite like. And his guitar! God, his favorite fucking guitar had gore all over it. What the fuck did you just do? Have you guessed what this fanfiction is about yet?
Nope, no idea.
Yeah, because we haven't gotten to any names you may recognize. It's called Tears All Over Town, and I can read more excerpts from it as we go, but I don't want to go too much longer than this. Because this is a very drawn-out writing. Fuck. They seriously talk about this person they killed for 10 minutes. You just killed the guy. Guess I did. Why do you say that, babe? Voice pitched low and soothing beside him, Duff trembling, a fine shaking that had seized every muscle. Slowly, Slash draped an arm across his shoulders. What happened? I opened the door, Duff said. God damn, this guy writes terribly. Hell, of course, it's like more description than a Tolkien novel. Duff caught flies and let them loose outside. No way he'd kill a person in cold blood, not feel anything. I asked him what he wanted, and he kind of moaned. He moaned? Slash slated flatly, glancing at the dead bellhop. Duff made a soft, confused little mewling noise, okay, and shook his head. No, not like you're thinking, he protested. His eyes flickered. Not a sexy moan, more like, I don't know, it was the most awful thing I ever heard in my life. Slash was tempted to make a joke about Steven and singing in the shower. The look on Duff's face forbade frivolous topics, and then he tried to bite me. ... There you go. We're talking about a Guns N' Roses X/fiction/zombie story.
Oh,
Legit.
This is a story in which all of the members of Guns N' Roses are banging each other while zombies are happening. It's the absolute best thing I've ever read.
Literally a slash fiction.
It's literally. I mean, I can go on if people want to hear more about this. I mean, there's like...
You know,
lots of-
if you want to hear more about this, go to patreon.com/bornintheeighties.
or visit our website, bornintheeighties.net, and leave a comment.
Well, we got Axel, Izzy, Duff, Slash, all your favorites. All of them fucking, and all of them killing zombies.
Just like real life.
It's just funny that it's like that. Like you read this and you're like, oh, it's just like Guns N' Roses fighting zombies. Also, they had sex with each other all the time. You're like, what? What's going on here? Who made that? Yeah. So I don't know why is fan fiction always sex stuff? Have you ever read any fan fiction that's not sex stuff?
No.
Actually, yeah.
I'm sure I have too. But like, I don't know, that seems to be quite a bit of it. Because I think a lot of it is slash fiction is like normal like kids stuff, but like adults are writing about it. So they want to like make it more adult, you know. They don't always do, but a lot of times it's like want to see what you can't see on the show. Which is, you know,
it's wish fulfillment.
Sonic banging
And
the fuck
a lot
out
of
of Blaze.
a lot of people's wishes are real fucking gross.
Yeah, they don't call him Knuckles for a reason.
Oh, come on. Come on.
I'm sure that exists as a line somewhere in the fan fiction. So let's end it. We're done. Thank you. Bring it back. Does anyone else have anything before we finish here? And we'll talk about aliens next time. And we're going to talk about our topic.
And ghosts.
And ghosts. Ghosts
Orbs.
and aliens. Maybe they're the same things. I don't know.
What are we,
we'll
the
talk-
History Channel?
Yeah, ghosts. It was probably Nazi ghosts.
No, see, ghost aliens.
Uh-huh. So, yep. If you have any ghost stories you want to share, send them in. Website is bornintheeighties.net, or you can send them to bitecast@gmail.com. Let us know.
Send us your ghost orb opinions, especially if you happen to be some sort of Spanish bus driver man.
I don't care. Send it in. I'd love to hear it.
Send it in.
Matt, where can people find you?
MattHaagMusic.com. MattHaag. Music, the way it's spelled.com.
Yep. TJ, where are you streaming?
Twitch.tv/mayofmay, and
May of May.
I'll probably actually do it this week.
All right. What are you going to do? Did you get a bad game suggestion? Did you ask?
I didn't get a suggestion, but I might start playing Destiny of an Emperor again, or
What's
maybe
that?
I'll just do. Destiny of an Emperor is let's take all the actual real life characters from Dynasty Warriors and make it a Dragon Warrior game for NES.
Oh, interesting. That sounds really cool.
It's actually a lot of
Can I
fun.
make a streaming request from you?
Yes,
Hatufel boyfriend.
Oh, God.
I want to play it.
I do too,
do.
actually. Maybe Lauren and I have to play that. I bet she'd like that.
Yes.
Pigeon dating
Hashtag Lauren
simulator.
plays.
Hashtag girlfriend gaming. I gotta
Hey,
change
they're
the
not
name
all
now.
pigeons. They're not all pigeons, John.
No, some of them are not pigeons.
Some of them are different types of birds.
This is always the worst.
So many different types of birds.
There are a lot. Matt, what's your final thoughts in the week? What's your word of the week, Adam?
Tuber.
Tuber. Tuber. Oh yeah, let's see if anyone chatted while I didn't have this up. Nope.
Nope, no one did.
No
I've
one's
been watching it the whole time.
It doesn't matter. No,
We did
nobody
get a
knows
thumbs
to watch
up,
this
though.
live, but people can catch this live when we record. It'll basically be Thursdays at 9.
9
if you wanna
Central
listen
Time.
Unless
live.
if it's not.
Unless if it's not, because Adam can never record on the night we always record on. Because he makes dinner at 8 o'clock, apparently. That was a popular excuse. It's an hour and 59 minutes. God damn it. Alright, we're done. I actually made sure that this would actually save, too, so I think we're good. I was worried it wouldn't save like the Hangouts did. And I played World of Warcraft Legion a ton, and I didn't talk about any of it.
Yes, nobody cares about that.
TJ does.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm almost got it fully installed because I'm gonna probably play a little bit this weekend.
Alright, we're done. Thanks for listening.